Have you ever looked at someone making 10, 20, or even 50 times more money than you and thought, how is that even possible? Well, it's because the rich have mastered this simple 4-step framework to multiply their income fast without working hard. I'm Abi, and together with my wife, I built a 7-figure business from the ground up in just 6 years using this framework. And in this video, I'll reveal what this framework is and how it can help you multiply your money fast, the 4 key levers that make working hard unnecessary, and the exact strategy I used to go from a broke immigrant to building a 7-figure business. So what's the first step to multiplying your money? Well, let's say you decide to start a vegetable garden. You dig the soil, plant the seeds, water everything by hand, and carefully tend to it daily. It's hard work, and while it might feel rewarding, it's also exhausting. This is where most people begin in life, working a traditional 9-to-5 job. You put in the hours, trade your time and energy for money, but here's the problem. There's only so much you can do on your own. So what do you do when you've poured everything into it, but the garden or your income barely grows, leaving you exhausted and stuck? That's when it's time to think differently. So picture this. You have been watering your plants by hand every day. It takes hours and your arms ache from hauling heavy water buckets. Then you notice someone else's garden thriving with seemingly the same effort, but there's a difference. They're not spending hours watering. Instead, they have set up a sprinkler system that works automatically. While you're sweating like you just finished a marathon, they're sipping lemonade on the porch. In the real world, this step often looks like moving from being the person doing the work to managing a team at your 9-to-5 job. It's not just your effort anymore. It's the combined strength of your team amplified by smart systems and tools that achieves results far beyond what you could accomplish alone. But what if you could take it even further? What if your garden or your income could grow beyond just the tools you use? So imagine this. You have set up your garden beautifully and people start noticing. Neighbors stop by asking how your vegetables are so lush and vibrant. You could keep the secret to yourself, or you could share it. You decide to host a gardening workshop. People pay to learn your techniques, and soon they're coming back for more. Your advice, your tips, even your ebooks on gardening hacks. Before you know it, you're hosting a TED Talk on radishes. What started as a passion project is now a thriving side hustle, earning you extra income while you help others. In the real world, this is like building an audience, creating content on social media, or becoming a trusted authority in your field. Instead of just working on your garden, you're teaching others to grow theirs and creating value in the process. But what if your garden or side hustle could thrive on its own? Well, that's the next step. So imagine this. Your garden is fully automated. The sprinklers are on timers, the plants are thriving, and you're no longer tied to your daily chores. Instead, you're brainstorming your next big idea. Maybe it's creating a global gardening app that connects enthusiasts worldwide, or launching a gardening festival that becomes the go-to event for experts and beginners alike. In real life, this is when you create assets that generate income without constant input, like buying cash-flowing real estate or starting an e-commerce business. But here's the thing. The people making more money than you aren't working harder. They have figured out a way to multiply their efforts without adding more hours. So in 2018, when my wife and I first started our land investing business, it was just the two of us doing everything. We were the acquisition team, the sales team, and even the ones uploading listings manually to sites like Zillow. It felt manageable at first, but as we started to grow, burnout hit us like a brick wall. We were constantly juggling tasks like talking to buyers, managing leads, writing emails day in and day out. The harder we worked, the more it felt like the business was running us instead of the other way around. Something had to change. So we reached out to a business coach for guidance, and they introduced us to a concept that would change everything. The first shift we made was learning how to delegate. We started by hiring a team of virtual assistants in the Philippines. At first, it was just a few tasks like uploading listings, but slowly we handed over more and more responsibilities. And as we let go, something incredible happened. The business kept running without us micromanaging every detail. Once we built a team, the next step was making sure everyone worked efficiently. That's when we turned to systems and tools. We started using CRMs to track leads and automate follow-ups. Suddenly, we weren't just running a business, we were optimizing it. But delegation and systems were just the beginning. There were still untapped opportunities we hadn't even considered. Here's where it got exciting. We realized we didn't just have a business, we had knowledge and insights people were looking for. So we decided to share it. We launched a YouTube channel to showcase our properties, and it quickly became a powerful tool for reaching new buyers. Then we took it a step further and wrote a book to help others navigate land investing. These weren't just marketing tools, they were ways to build trust and authority in our field. With the foundation in place, we began exploring ways to take on larger, more profitable deals. And with financing, those bigger opportunities became possible. It wasn't about maintaining what we had anymore, it was about growing something even greater. Fast forward to today, and we have turned that 2% operation into a 7-figure business. But here's the thing, growth isn't accidental. No matter where you are on your journey, there's a simple swim formula for growth to help you climb to the next step. Picture this, you're standing at the edge of a pool. The first step isn't knowing how to swim, it's deciding to jump in. Most people hesitate here, thinking they need every answer before they start. But here's the truth, action always comes before perfection. So if you're stuck in groundwork, maybe you're doing everything yourself at your 9-to-5 job, committing to moving forward is the game changer. For example, if you're drowning in repetitive tasks like manually updating spreadsheets or replying to emails, it might mean taking an evening to research tools that can automate these tasks, like CRM software or task schedulers. Now, once you take that leap, it's not going to feel comfortable. The water is cold and you might panic. Let's say you have decided to delegate or integrate tools into your workflow. Suddenly, you're facing challenges like training a coworker to handle part of your workload or learning a new project management system. It feels overwhelming at first, but this phase is temporary. Growth always starts with discomfort. And as you keep at it, you start figuring things out. You delegate more effectively, or you master that clunky software that once seemed impossible. This is the capability stage where you're building the skills and systems that make the next level possible. You're setting the foundation for exponential growth. And finally, you hit a point where everything clicks. You're no longer just keeping your head above water, you're swimming laps with ease. You're confident in your processes, your team, and your tools. At this stage, you're ready to take bold action. Maybe you're launching a side hustle on Etsy or writing a book on productivity. Whatever it is, the confidence you have gained from mastering your current step propels you to innovate and grow. But here's the thing, climbing the money multiplier framework without understanding this next strategy is like trying to climb a ladder with roller skates on. It's slow and downright frustrating. So to really level up, watch this video next to uncover the psychology behind how rich people think about money.